Hello girls, welcome to this new academic year. I hope you are all safe. May our Lord God bless you abundantly in this new academic year. This is a new type of learning for all of us. So try to cooperate with us, learn the lessons properly, watch the explanation videos couple of times so that you could understand more. Try to solve the problems by yourself. I will give you few explanation problems too. So try to solve the problems by yourself also, and try to complete the day's work on the very day itself. Don't ignore or omit any lessons. Okay. May God bless you, Alma. Thank you. Okay, girls. Now the first chapter is sets, relations and functions. Okay. Now we are going to recall few concepts we have learnt in sets in the previous classes. Okay. A set is a collection of well-defined objects. Here it is the definition of empty set. If the set contains no elements, it is called an empty set or void set. And these are the notations. These are the notations of empty set. Okay. Right? If every element of the set A is an element of the set B, we say that A is a subset and B is the superset. For any two sets A and B, if A contained in B or A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, if both the conditions are satisfied, then the two sets are equal. The union and intersection of two sets, it is a very well known thing. When can we say the two sets, when can we say two sets are disjoint? If there is no common element, we say the two sets are disjoint. If A is the set, then the set of all subsets of A is called the power set and it is denoted by P of A. Okay, power set, and the number of elements in a power set is 2 per n. Okay, n is the number of elements. So, P of A is equal to 2 power n. It is called as the power set, that is the set of all subsets. Power set is the set of all subsets. The complement of a set A with respect to U is the universal set and it is denoted as A dash or A complement and it is defined as X, set of all X where X belongs to U and X does not belongs to A. Similarly, next the set difference, the difference of a set, and it is denoted by A minus B or A slash B, A difference B. So, A minus B is defined as set of all A where A belongs to A and A doesn't belongs to B. Okay. Here are the few known results are given here. Okay. Go through this. Symmetric difference. It is the important concept. The symmetric difference between two sets A and B is denoted by A symmetric difference B or A del B, we can call it like that. Okay. So, A difference B, A symmetric difference B, that is A del B is equal to A minus B union B minus A, and another one expansion or the definition is A del B is equal to A union B minus A intersection B. Okay. These two are the important results. When can we call a set as a finite set? If it has k elements, somehow k belongs to W. Okay. We say that the finite set is of cardinality k and it is denoted by n of x. If it is not finite, it is an infinite set. Okay. And its cardinality. Cardinality means number of elements. Okay, it is also infinite. If n of A is equal to 1, then it is called a singleton set. Okay. So, n of pi that is number of elements on a empty set is 0. Okay. Here are the few properties of set operations we have to recollect it. Commutative property, associative property, distributive property, both in union and intersection, identity, idempotent sets and absorption. Okay, these are all the important properties in set operations. Look, De Morgan laws, A union B the whole dash is equal to A dash intersection B dash. Similarly, A intersection B the whole dash is equal to A dash union B dash. A difference B union C is equal to A difference B intersection A difference C. A difference B intersection C is equal to A difference B union A difference C. Unsymmetric, these are the important results. Unsymmetric difference. And on empty sets and universal sets, complement of an empty set is the universal set, and complement of a universal set, the second one, the complement of the universal set is the empty set. Okay, A union A dash is equal to U, A intersection A dash is equal to empty. A union U universal set is U and A intersection U is A. Okay. These are the relations on cardinality. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. If the two sets are disjoint, then this is the relation. For disjoint sets, N of A intersection B is equal to 0, right? For any three finite sets, this is the important relation on cardinality. That's all, girls. Now we are going to learn about the Cartesian product on sets. Okay. Now we are going to learn about Cartesian product of sets. Cartesian products of sets are the set of ordered elements. While multiplying two sets A and B, we get a pairs of elements. Okay. If A and B are two sets, okay. Now I am going to multiply. I am going to find the product of the two sets A cross B is equal to set of ordered pairs. When I multiply two sets, I get a pair of elements. Okay. A comma B such that A belongs to the first set A and the element B belongs to the second set B. Okay. This is the Cartesian product of two sets. If I take three sets A, B and C, now Cartesian product of A, B, A cross B cross C is equal to set of all ordered triples. Okay, here we multiply two sets, so we get ordered pairs. Now here we get ordered triples A comma B comma C, where A, the first element belongs to the first set A and the second element B belongs to the second set B and the third element C belongs to the third set C. Okay. So if I find B cross A, I get set of ordered pairs B comma A such that B belongs to B and A belongs to A. Okay. So these two are different. Even though it may be the ordered pairs, these two are different. So A cross B is not equal to B cross A. If A and B are finite sets, then N of A cross B is equal to N of A into N of B. Okay. For finite sets only, we can apply this rule. Similarly, N of A cross B cross C is equal to N of A into N of B into N of C. Okay, for finite sets. in exercise 1.1, the first problem, write the following in roster form. Even in 10th standard itself, you learnt about the roster form and set builder form, right? So now we are going to write the given set in the roster form. X belongs to n, where x square less than 121 and x is prime. Okay, so the square should be less than 121. So what are all the possible outcomes, ma? So and x is a prime and it should be a natural number also. So from 1 only we can take it into account. So x square should be less than 121. If we take x as 1, okay, it's a natural number. So from 1 only we have to consider the values. If x is equal to 1, it satisfies the condition x belongs to n, and the square of that number is also less than 121. But x is a prime, x should be a prime number, so we cannot take it into account. So x is equal to 2. 2 is a prime number, so we can take it. 3 also, 4 we couldn't take, 5 we can take, 7, okay, then 9 we couldn't take. Okay, it's not a prime number. So these are all the 4 values. Okay, so A, the set A is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the numbers. Second one, the set of all positive roots of the equation x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x square minus 1 is equal to 0. First we have to find the root for this equation, x minus 1 into x plus 1. So x square minus 1, we can write it, okay, into x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So x square minus 1, the whole square is equal to 0. What are all the possible roots, ma? X is equal to plus 1 or minus 1 are the possible roots. But here the set of all positive roots. So what is the positive root here? It is 1. So let us take this set as B. So B is equal to set of all 1. Third one, x belongs to n such that 4x plus 9 is less than 52. First we have to find the value of x. So 4x plus 9 is less than 52. So 4x should be less than 52 minus 9. 4x should be less than 43. So x less than 43. So x is less than 43 divided by 4. So that is x less than, while dividing 43 by 4 we get 10.374, okay, 10.7 will get. So the value, as x may be x is a natural number, we should take the values that are less than 10.7. So x is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 10. So the set C is equal to set of all 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 10. So set of all x such that x minus 4 divided by x plus 2 is equal to 3, where x belongs to or difference minus 2. Okay, in a real number line the value other than, okay, or difference minus 2, that means after we have to ignore that minus 2. Okay, so first let us calculate the value, find the value of x. X minus 4 is equal to 3. So x minus 4 is equal to 3 into x plus 2, that is 3x plus 6. So 3x minus x, it is 2x, and 6 plus 4, it is 2x is equal to minus 10. So x is equal to minus 5. Okay. So A is equal to set of all minus 5. We didn't get the value 2, we get only minus 5. So that is the value of this set A. Write the set minus 1 and 1 in set builder form. Okay. So in set builder form, how can we write it? A is equal to set of all x such that x square is equal to 1. We may take minus 1 or plus 1, but while squaring that we get plus 1, right? So this may be the apt set builder form for this value. Third one, state whether the following sets are finite or infinite. The first one, x belongs to n and x is an even prime number. What is the even prime number? Only 2, right? So, it is a finite set. Second one, x belongs to n such that x is an odd prime number. Odd prime numbers will keep on going. Okay, so it's not a finite set, it is infinite. X belongs to z, x is even and less than 10. Okay, x is even and less than 10, but x belongs to set of integers z. Okay, so it is also infinite. All negative numbers will come under this category, so it is infinite. Fourth one, x belongs to R, the set of real numbers. X is a rational number, so we couldn't limit it, right? So it is also a infinite set. Fifth one, x belongs to n and x is a rational number. Okay, it is also rational number, set of all rational numbers, so it is also infinite set. Okay. By taking suitable sets A, B and C, verify the following results. Here 6 results are there. Let's solve the first one now, and the rest of the problem you have to do it by yourself. Okay. So, we have to prove the first result. A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. Okay. I take the sets as universal set U, A, B, C. Okay. These are all the suitable sets to prove that expression. Okay. First, so B intersection C, we have to calculate LHS. Well, let's take the left hand side. Okay. For that, we'll calculate B intersection C. What are the common factors in these two sets? 2, 7, 8. 8 alone. Okay. So, A cross B intersection C. Okay. What is the set A? A is equal to 1, 2, 5 and 7 cross 8. Okay. Singleton set. So, A cross B intersection C is the set of all ordered pairs, that is equal to set of all 1, 8, 2 and 8, 5 and 8, 7 and 8. Okay, Cartesian, it's a Cartesian product. So, while multiplying the two sets, the results will be in ordered pairs. Okay. So, 1 and 8, 2 and 8, 5 and 8 and 7 and 8. Okay. This is the left hand side. Now, let us go to the right hand side. RHS, we have to prove A cross B intersection A cross C. So, first let us calculate A cross B. A cross B, I will write the set A 1, 2, 5, 7 into B is 2, 7, 8, 9. Shall we multiply it? It's equal to set of all ordered pairs 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. I multiplied all the numbers of this set B by number 1. Now, let us come to 2, 2, 2, 7, 2 and 8, 2, 9. Similarly, while multiplying with 5, 5, 2, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 9. Next, 7, 2, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7, 9. Okay. So, A cross B we have calculated. Now, we should calculate A cross C. Now, let us calculate A cross C. A cross C, I will write the set A 1, 2, 5, 7 into 1, 5, 8 and 10. Okay. Shall we multiply? Shall we find the Cartesian product? So, set of all ordered pairs 1, 1, 1, 5, 1 and 8, 1, 10. Similarly, 2, 1, 2, 5, 2, 8, 2, 10. 5, 1, 5, 5, 5, 8, 5, 10. 7, 1, 7, 5, 7, 8, and 7, 10. Okay, so now we found A cross B and A cross C. So for the right hand side we have to calculate A cross B intersection A cross C. Okay, so shall we calculate it now? A cross B intersection A cross C we have to find now. Okay, so we have to find the common factors, the common ordered pairs in these two results. So 1, 2, 1 and 8. Look, 1 and 8, set of all 1, 8. Then 2 and 2, 1, 2, 5 illa 2, 8. 5, 2, 5 and 8, 7 and 8 are the common terms for these two products, A cross B and A cross C. So here we get A cross B is equal to set of all ordered pairs 1, 8, 2, 8, 5, 8 and 7, 8. Okay, so this is the result one, A cross left hand side. While solving the left hand side, we get 1 and 8, 2 and 8, 5 and 8 and 7 and 8. So hence 1 and 2 are equal, these two results are equal. So A intersection A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. It's proved. Okay. Similarly, you have to prove all the other results. Justify the trueness of the statement. An element of a set can never be a subset of itself. Okay, so an element of a set can never be a subset of itself. So for example, I'll take a set A contains 3 elements 1, 2, 3. Okay, here these are all the elements of the set A. So 2 may be the element of the set A. 2 belongs to A. That means this is an element and it belongs to the set A. Okay, but it is an element, it's not a subset. Okay, this is the set. Okay, this set 2, the value, okay, this set 2 is the subset of A. The element belongs to the set A. Okay, 2 is the element, it is not the subset. Okay, so the subset only, the subset of A, okay, we can write so many subsets for this set A, such as A is subsets is equal to 1, 2, 3, these are all singleton sets, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3 and empty set, null set. Okay, so these are all the as well 1, 2, 3. A set can be a subset. Okay, so these are all the subsets of the set A. Okay, but the element can never become the subset. Okay, it is different. 2, just 2 is the element. It is not a set. Okay, so these are all the subsets. This subsets. Okay, this subset. So an element of a set can never be the subset of itself. 2 is not the subset. 2 is an element of the set. So subset 2, this is the set. Set 2 is the subset of A. Similarly, set 3 is the subset of A, but the element is not the subset of A. If n of P of A is equal to 1024, n of A union B is equal to 15 and n of P of B is equal to 32, then find n of A intersection B. What is given here? N of P of A, that is equal to 1024. What is n of P of A? number of subsets. Okay. So, what is the formula for this? It is equal to 2 power n of a, n of p of a. So, it is 2 power n of a is equal to 1024. Okay. So, what power will come? 2 power, which number is equal to 1024? To find it, so I will divide 1024 by 2. So, 5 times 10, 1 and 2. Again 2, 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10 and 6. Again 2, 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4, 8 2s are 16, again 2, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, 2 power 10 is equal to 1024. Okay. That implies n of a is equal to 10. 2 power n of a equal to 1024. Similarly, 2 power 10 is equal to 1024. So, n of a is equal to 10. And n of p of b is equal to 32. Okay. So, n of p of b is equal to 32. So, 2 power p of b is equal to 32. 32 can be written as 2 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 power 5 can be written as 32. So, p of b is equal to 5. Sorry, n of b is equal to 5. Okay. And also in the problem they have given that n of a union b is equal to 15. So, n of a and n of b we have found now, and we have to find n of a intersection b. What is the formula for that? N of a intersection b is equal to n of a plus n of b minus n of a union b. What is n of a here? 10. What is b? 5 minus what is n of a union b? It is 15. Okay. So, that is equal to 15. 10 plus 5, 15 minus 15, and it is 0. So, n of a intersection b is equal to 0. If n of a intersection b is equal to 3, n of a union b is equal to 10, then find n of p of a delta b, del, that is symmetric difference, n of p of a symmetric difference b. Okay. We have a formula for symmetric difference, and it is a symmetric difference b is equal to a union b minus a intersection b. Okay. A union b difference a intersection b. This is the formula for symmetric difference a and b. Okay. So, n of a symmetric difference b is equal to n of a union b minus n of a intersection b. This is the formula for number of terms. Okay. N of a symmetric difference b is equal to n of a union b minus n of a intersection b. So, here n of a union b is 10, it is given, minus n of a intersection b is 3, it is given there. So, 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. So, n of a symmetric difference b is equal to 7. But here we have to find n of p of, that means number of subsets. Okay. So, n of p of a symmetric difference b is equal to 2 power n of a symmetric difference b. Okay. So, this is the formula. Here n of a symmetric difference b is 7, that is equal to 2 power 7. That means 2 into 2 for how many times? We have to multiply it for 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That is equal to, while multiplying this, what do you get? 2 2s are 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128. So, the answer n of p of a symmetric difference B is equal to 128. For a set A cross A contains 16 elements and 2 of its elements are 1, 3 and 0, 2. Find the elements of A. Okay, so here it is given that A cross A contains 16 elements. The Cartesian product of the set A by itself, okay, n of A cross A is equal to 16 because it contains 16 elements. Okay, so that means n of A into n of A, the product is equal to 16. So most probably, so actually n of A must be 4. Okay. If n of A is equal to 4, then only n of A into n of A is 16. Okay, because the same sets A. Here also A, it is A product of the same set. So n of A is equal to A. Here another one point is there. 2 of its elements are 1, 3 and 0, 2. So the element 1, 3 belongs to A cross A, the Cartesian product. Okay, that implies element 1 belongs to A. The first element belongs to first set and the second element belongs to second set. So 1 belongs to A and 3 belongs to A. It is the Cartesian product. Okay. Similarly, another one pair is also given there. 0, 2 belongs to A cross A. That implies 0 belongs to A and 2 also belongs to A. Okay. So from these 2 points, we get A is equal to, the set A contains the following elements 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so A is equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, these are the elements of the set A. As n of A is equal to 4, its n of A number of elements is also equal to 4. Let A and B be two sets such that n of A equal to 3 and n of B equal to 2 if x, 1, y, 2, z, 1 are in A cross B. Find A and B where x, y, z are distinct elements. Okay, so we have to find the sets A and B. What's given here? It's given that n of A is equal to 3. That means the set A contains 3 elements. N of B is equal to 2. That means the set B contains 2 elements. Okay. So, as well, x, 1, y, 2 and z, 1. These 3 elements are in A cross B. Okay. So, it belongs to A cross B. This as well belongs to A cross B. That implies x, 1 belongs to A cross B. That implies x belongs to A and 1 belongs to B. Right. The first element to the first set and the second element to the second set. This is the rule of Cartesian product. Similarly, y, 2 belongs to A cross B. That implies y belongs to A and 2 belongs to B. This implies z belongs to A and 1 belongs to B. Okay, so now x, y, z are distinct elements. It's also given that. So in the set A, there are 3 elements. Okay, in the set B, there as well 1 and 2 elements are there. So shall we write the set now? So A is equal to set of all x, y and z. Similarly, B is equal to set of all 1 and 2. So here we found the sets A and B. Okay. If A cross A has 16 elements, Yes, the set S is equal to set of all A comma B belongs to A cross A, such that A less than B minus 1 comma 2 and 0 comma 1 are two elements of S. Then find the remaining elements. Okay, so A cross A, the set is given that the set A cross A has 16 elements. The set S is equal to A comma B belongs to A cross B. That means the set S is the subset of A cross A. Okay, the set S is the subset of A cross A. Okay, with the condition that A comma B belongs to A cross A. Okay, with this only we are telling that S is the subset of A cross A. With the condition A is less than B. That means the first element is less than the second element. That's the condition here. Okay, so if A cross A has 16 elements, 16 elements, n of A cross A is equal to 16. So, n of A into n of A is equal to 16. That implies n of A is equal to 4. That means the number of elements in the set A must be 4. Okay, here it's given that minus 1, 2 and 0, 1 are two elements of S. That implies minus 1 comma 2 belongs to S and 0 comma 1 or also belongs to S. But S is the subset of A cross A, right? So, minus 1 comma 2 belongs to A cross A. Similarly, 0 comma 1 also belongs to A cross A because S is the subset. Okay, so that implies with this point we are getting that minus 1 belongs to A and 2 also belongs to A. Okay, the first term with the first set, right? Similarly, 0 belongs to A and 1 belongs to A. 0 belongs to A, 1 also belongs to A. Okay, now, so the elements of the set A are minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. From this step we get that these are the 4 elements of the set A and n of A is equal to 4. So these are the 4 elements. Now in the question it's given that find the remaining elements of S. So now we found the the elements of the set A. We have to find the elements of the set S. Okay, so S is equal to, but S is the subset of A cross A. So first we have to find the elements of the set A cross A. Then we have to find the elements of S. Okay, so elements of A cross A is equal to the set minus 1, 0, 1 and 2 product again minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so the elements will be minus 1, it will be the ordered pairs, set of ordered pairs. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1 and minus 1, 2. Okay, similarly 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2. Okay, next 1 comma minus 1, 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1 and 1 comma 2. Next 2 comma minus 1, 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. Okay, these are all the product. These are all the elements we get from the product of A cross A. Okay, so the elements of set S is equal to, what are all the elements will be there? S is equal to, in the question it's given that S is equal to set of all A comma B belongs to A cross A. Okay, from this elements only it belongs to, with the condition that A is less than B. So what are all the elements? The first element should be less than the second element. Okay, what are all the elements that are satisfying these conditions? Okay, the first one, the two elements are equal. So we couldn't take it. Minus 1, 0. Okay, we can take it. Minus 1, 0. This one, minus 1, 1. Minus 1, 2. Okay, so the first element is lesser than the second element. What about this? We should not take it. Not this. And 0, 1. 0, 2. Okay, similarly, can you see this? Similarly, this element we couldn't take it. 1, minus 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. The three elements we could not take because the first element is greater than the second element. 1, 2. Here we couldn't take any elements. Okay, so these are all the elements of the set. Already it's given that minus 1, 2 and 0, 1 are the elements in the problem itself they have given. So the remaining elements are minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2. These are the remaining elements. Okay.